Rattlesnake took me over to meet Rick, a fellow jade hunter. His house was entirely surrounded with jade boulders.
I started collecting jade in 2004 and did it on a kind of a part-time basis. I was really here to prospect for gold. Each year that I went and found different pieces of this, I really fell in love more with the jade than any of the gold or any of the other hobbies that I was pursuing. This would be a piece of a high-quality Happy Camp jade, green variety, which is Vesuvianite. And this piece has been cut on my saw, so it has a flat face, so you can really see the variety of colors in the stone. And these very dark areas are actually the clearest section of the jade, and the reason why they look dark is because you're seeing into the depth of the stone. And this piece is the most beautiful piece that I have in my possession. This piece was found in the Klamath River. It's beautiful dark green. It's got a wonderful, natural, smooth polish from the river. And the pieces that end up in the river get this really beautiful texture on them because they've tumbled down 8 or 9 miles of the creek before they hit the river. And any of the weak spots where the fractures are or the serpentine is mixed in gets beat off the rock in the tumbling process. And then when they make it to the river, they just get polished by the sand and the water, flow of the water. And this piece is spectacular. It's got brown, like a vulcanization to the on the seams of it. And this piece was cut, one slab was taken off the bottom of it, so you can actually see the true color of the stone inside, and it's kind of a greenish blue on the inside. Very pretty. Okay, I have the federal mining claims on the creek where I dredge for gold and recover Happy Camp jade, and those claims are called placer mining claims. There is actually someone else who owns the lode claim on the deposit, which is where the tunnels are and what they call the hard rock, where the rock sits in place, still attached to rock. This mine has a really interesting story. The original finder was a gentleman by the name of Wong Chan, and we don't know the year he found it exactly, but about late 1850s, when this area was ripe with gold prospectors. And Chan, I'll make a long story short, he wound up finding the deposit, and he was sure it was jade. And being Chinese, he knew how his people cherished jade. So he filed mining claims on the whole area and built a cabin to oversee his mining operation of the stone that he loved. And before they commenced the mining operation, he decided to have a party. And they brought wagon loads of refreshments up to the mine site and had a wild party. There were loggers and farmers and ranchers and all kinds of rough men up there. And the party went on for 3 days and 3 nights, and on the 3rd night, a wild fight broke out, and Wan Chan was killed and beheaded. And they say that to this day, on a warm summer night, at the stroke of midnight, under a full moon, if you start to hear a fiddle playing on the creek, you may see the headless corpse of Wan Chan dancing along South Fork, laughing at his jade.